What is going on, everybody? My name is Pete, but you probably already knew that. But in case you didn't, you guys are watching the one and only Paid to Drive. And of course, Paid to Drive Vlogs, day number 1368, coming at you with another new video here. If you drive for apps like Grubhub, DoorDash, Uber Eats, or any of the others, you're in the right place to stay up to date with what's going on in the gig economy. So get started right now for free. Hit that red subscribe button down below and turn on all notifications so you're always notified when I post something new. And of course, hit that like button. It just lets YouTube know I'm doing a good job. And let's jump into the email. Thornton Mellon, Triple Lindy style. Here we go. So this comes from Lori. And Lori says this. Hi, Pete, and thanks for looking at this email. You're welcome. I watch your videos all the time, and it's nice to be able to stay informed. That's what I try and do. Yesterday, I had a Grubhub experience that was not so wonderful, and thanks to an inexperienced customer service rep, I actually found out what was really going on. About 4 months ago, I got an order from Grubhub going from my town 19 miles to a different town to pick up and deliver food. It's a lot of mileage. I accepted the order, made the 19-mile drive, and as I pulled into the restaurant parking lot, a message flashed across my phone stating that the order was unassigned. Don't you love when that happens? I, of course, called to find out what was going on and was told that the order was gone and that even though I drove the distance and I was at the restaurant, I would not be paid anything as I had not picked up the food yet. And let me just stop for a second. Grubhub, sadly, is not like DoorDash where they give you half pay if the order gets canceled, and they probably should. Obviously, I was pretty upset because I was supposed to be paid $30 or I wouldn't have taken it in the first place. So I turned around and made the 19-mile drive back to my hometown with nothing to show for my efforts. So imagine that. She basically put on almost 40 miles for nothing. Okay? To put that in perspective. And if you are a dollar per mile kind of person, that's like not getting $40 for your time. So it's time, maintenance, gas, everything wasted. And I'm just curious, in the chat or the comments, what is your, pay per mile that you usually like to go? 50 cents a mile, $1 per mile, $2 per mile? What do you usually use to determine the orders you take? Let me know. For me, it's at least $1 per mile. Yesterday, I decided to turn on Grubhub again for the first time in months. And lo and behold, here comes an order for $27 doing the same thing. This time, at least I had only driven 7 miles before it flashed across my screen again as unassigned. Yay! I was less emotional and upset this time since I hadn't driven so far and have already been through this once. I called customer service and got somebody brand spanking new. You could tell just by talking to him that he was inexperienced and he was just learning the scripted answers. So I told him what happened and I asked him why the order was unassigned. He stated that most likely it was because they found a closer driver and would only have to pay out $8 instead of $27. Really? So I guess the moral of the story is, if it seems too good to be true, it probably is. If you take a long distance high dollar order and make it through to the end, congrats on the big paycheck. But I am 2 for 2 not making it to the end, costing me lost revenue that I would have made from the other 2 platforms. Instead, I was totally taken advantage of since they found a closer driver, Lori. So, Lori, I will say this. I remember, I think it was the beginning of 2020, before the pandemic really started getting going. It might have even been in the end of 2019. I remember just one day, I was doing the Grubhub orders because Grubhub is my bread and butter app, as a lot of you guys should know. And all of a sudden, I started seeing these really big payouts coming in. And I'm like, dude, where are these like $25, $30, $20 payouts coming from? Like, I usually don't get them this frequently. So then, like an idiot, I accepted one that was like $25, and they wanted me to drive like a crazy amount of miles, like 30 miles away or something. And I was like, oh no, and I think I did it just to see what the deal was. And I was like, dude, for the $25 or whatever it was not worth driving all that way. I think it was for like an Applebee's order, driving it like to a whole nother town, like way, way the hell away. And I remember after that, every time an offer came in, I made sure to look at the little map where the customer is, where I was, and where the destination was. I wish they were a little bit more descriptive, but be careful with those. They try and fool you with these high payouts like, oh, wow. And they want you to drive like a crazy amount of mileage. Because remember, you have to drive back. And a lot of times it takes you out of your region or out of your market or whatever you want to call it. So, Lori, now you know. Like I've always said, it's good to make mistakes. Because then you know in the future, well, don't do that. You know? So failure is not always a bad thing. The thing is, it's insanity if you keep doing the same thing over and over expecting a different result. Remember that. So, with that being said, everybody, if you guys ever want to send me anything, send me an email like Lori did at paidtodrivestories@gmail.com. Or for a quicker response, you can message me through the Patreon app. You just sign up down below. There's a link in the description down below. Just click show more. Or in the pinned top comment, you can also sign up. All right. And like I said, links in the description down below. And as a perk, anyone who signs up, I shout you out in all my new videos. So I'm going to do that right now. And when you hear your name called in the chat or the comments, tell me, hey, Pete, I heard my name. So we got Samantha Mikles, Brian Pomeroy, Brian Medina, Heidi Barnes, Joe Valerio, Kurt Paul, Lee Peacock, Tulsa Todd, William Boudreau, Laura Love, Agus, Tom Perry, Alan G. Van Horn, Drew Hanor, Fernando Carranza, Frank Cavalin, Fresh One, Jason Casta, Justin Case, Lulu Laura, Natalie Mosley, Sarah Keston, Scott Freisner, Sherry Cassidy, Stephen Neely, Joyce Hine, Brian Richardson, Kenny Bess, Ginny Thomas, John Bonacci, Matt Epperson, Nick G, Stacy Miller, Terrence Pacheco, and Valerie Brown. So big shout outs to all of them. Link is in the description or in the pinned top comment if you'd like to sign up. And also in the description, you should be downloading for free today is the Get Upside gas app. It's a free app for your smartphone to save money at the gas pump. Download it from the link in the description. Scroll down to the bottom. Download it for your smartphone. Any phone will do. And then go to the gas station, pump your gas, print out your receipt, take a picture of your receipt with the Get Upside gas app, and within 48 hours or so, you'll get anywhere from 15 cents to 45 cents a gallon back, which is pretty fantastic. And if a friend or family member signs up using your code, you'll get paid every time they pump gas. It's called Get Upside. Links in the description. Make sure to download it today. All right, everyone. And if you want to get one of these awesome PTD Mod Squad shirts or any other design that we have, you can find them over at paidtodrivestore.com. The link's down below. We have lots of different designs, colors, sizes, you name it. We probably have it for all your t-shirts, hoodies, and goodies. Go check out paidtodrivestore.com. Everything's on sale every day. All right. And if you made it to the end of this video, congratulations. Leave a comment right now saying END723, END723. Just lets me know you made it to the end. And of course, don't forget to hit that red subscribe button down below. It's free. Turn on the notification bell to the right and set it to all so you're always notified when I post something new. And of course, if you wouldn't mind, hit that like button down below. It just lets me know just lets YouTube know that I'm doing a good job. Sorry. Anyway, that's it for me. Until next time, get that money, get that honey, keep hustling, keep bustling, and we'll see you next time. We're right here on Paid to Drive, and of course, Paid to Drive Vlogs. And drive safe, be well, take care of yourselves and each other. And as always, we'll see you on the next one.